Welcome back, everyone. Your loyal Captain Given 100 has returned yet again for another video for you guys today. And y'all, when you needed me most, I'm here. I'm sorry I haven't been back as much as I should have been. It's just life is but a bitch. Okay, but anyway, I'm back now, and the reason I'm making this video today, I mean, you guys can see by the title what this obviously is. Solo leveling Deku. And the reason why I'm making this is, well, pretty self-explanatory. I've been watching solo leveling a lot lately, and I have actually seen a lot of other what ifs on this thing. But the thing is, not many of them are actually finished, considering there's a lot of chapters on solo leveling out. Because I'm like pretty upset about that, because I saw one good series of what if Deku had like solo leveling or a system, and most of it's not even finished. I'm like, I understand solo leveling is still going on, like that's not what I'm worried about, but I'm upset that it's just stopped in the middle of a damn series. Like, why is this the Deku that these creators be making, like the Deku that cooks that these creators be making, just instantly just goes away for a while, and even though the subscribers be requesting the other videos to come back, nothing. Well, I'm about to change that. So this is my thing of what if Deku had solo leveling. Quirk, I don't even know. What if Deku had solo leveling? I don't really care. I can't really be bothered to question it. What if Deku had the system? What if Deku had solo leveling? That's what this is going to be called. Or now, solo leveling Deku. There you go. That's the title of this. But anyway, it's time for me to start cooking. Now, with this being said, hope you guys enjoy this little thing that I've made for you all. And with that being said, let's get started. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Cue the intro. It doesn't matter who's wrong, who's right. So you already know what this is. We got to start off with our boy Deku, Izuku Midoriya. That's how the story goes. Well, that's how it's always been. You know, ever since My Hero Academia ended, there's one thing that I've noticed. Nobody liked the fucking ending. Barely anybody. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, 20% of the entire world, I think, actually liked the ending of My Hero Academia. Not probably even less than that. Probably 10%. I am the 80/90% of the world that didn't really like the ending, because I'm gonna tell you right now, yes, Horikoshi loved it, and he left us off on a sequel for maybe another series, a part of that. And I know Vigilantes is coming out. I'm really looking forward to that one. I should probably make a what if based on the Vigilantes one pretty soon, but that's besides the point. I just didn't like the ending, so that's why people make but that's why we make what ifs. We make our own fucking endings, and people like it. Okay. I need to get back on the video grind, because I haven't like grinded for subscribers or anything for like a while. Yeah. I should probably make a comeback with my Pokemon what if. Alright, anyway, I need to shut up now. Back to the video. We start off our story with a green-haired boy named Izuku Midoriya. This kid was destined to be the greatest hero that's ever existed. A hero that was ahead of his time. A hero that was ahead of his time, others would say. A hero that is even more than a human, more like a god or a deity, others would say. But a lot of others would just say he's a useless, worthless Deku. A lot of people trying to overcompensate for something who would say that. Little micro atom spasms, tic tac. I'm not gonna say what I would finish, but anyway. Moving on from that. So, where does the story begin? Well, not really much can change. I don't really want to change too much of the story, except a few things. So, Deku's life relatively did go the same as he did when he was younger, but things did change, actually. Okay, here we go. So, you guys are going to have to let me cook with the beginning I'm going to have to give you, because I have no other way on giving Deku the leveling system that I would. So, I'm like, I've been racking my brain for a long time on thinking how to do this right. So I think I finally came up with it. You guys may not like the way I approach this, but keep in mind, it's the only way that I could think of. So do not blame me. Don't hate me if you don't like how he gets the system. It's just the only thing I could think of at this point in time, okay? Okay, shake on it. Thank you. Continuing. So what would change in Deku's life for him to actually, for him to get the system? Well, it's quite simple. Different timeline, different scenarios, and different sayings. We would start our time when Izuku would ask his mom in front of the computer when he was diagnosed quirkless. That same fabled question that would decide everything. Well, not everything, but it would decide Izuku's fate from what he would continue to do. So, that same question he would ask his mom. Do you think I could be a hero too? Now, this is where the timeline would begin to split off. Inko felt a weird sensation at that moment. She didn't know why. She knew what she wanted to say. She wanted to apologize to him and wish that things were different. But she didn't. The words that she was thinking in that moment didn't come out of her mouth. Something had changed within Inko when she saw that look in her son. A look of utter desperation. A look of someone of begging, pleading, and asking his mom, do you still believe in me? But Inko didn't take it that way. She took it as a sign of if Izuku was testing her love. Does she still love him regardless if he's quirkless or not? Because Inko's no idiot. She's no idiot. She can tell that based on Izuku's reaction that he has been bullied because he was quirkless. He just hasn't told anyone. But Inko took this as a test of her love towards her son. And instead of saying what she would usually say, Inko would begin to break down just like Izuku, knowing that it was almost hopeless, but she said it anyway, with a shaky voice in her heart. Yes, of course you can, Izuku. I know you can. As Inko would begin to inch her way closer to Izuku, as she would begin to tell him, but Izuku, being a hero is already hard enough. A quirkless hero has never been heard of before. There are strong people out there that will hurt you if you become a hero. Heroes get hurt every day. I don't want to see you get hurt. I don't want to see you die, Izuku. So if you're going to be a hero, can you promise me that you'll be safe? So I won't worry so much? Can you promise me? As she falls to her knees right in front of Izuku as she grabs his hands. Can you promise me that you won't die? As Deku looked into his mom's eyes, she was being 100% honest with him at this moment. Deku, of course, still had that childlike sense of, being a hero, thinking it's all cool and fun and games. But with his mom being so real to him, this is an eye opener for Izuku. This is a huge reality check. As Deku can see that he's seen on the news before that heroes have died. Like, it's not something new, it's something that does happen. It may not be it's not a common thing, but it's at the same time, it's not really rare. It's basically uncommon. So it's kind of like that, common and uncommon. That's pretty much how that happens. Izuku's a child, but the concept of death just hasn't imprinted in him. But at this moment, it did. Izuku realized that he could die. Just like anybody else, just like any other hero, he's also susceptible to getting killed out there. And since he has no quirk, he has no way to defend himself at all if he needs to. What is he going to do against somebody with a super powerful quirk? Yes, support items do exist, but what if those items are not enough? Deku needs to be strong. Shit. Is he ever going to be strong enough? Deku looks into his mom's eyes with sheer determination, with a raging inferno that Inko can see within the depths of his soul. As he looks at his mom, I promise. As Deku wipes away his tears, I promise. I won't die, Mom. I will be a hero. No, I'll be the #1 hero. You won't ever have to worry about me. I'll be the strongest hero ever. So strong, I'll be better than All Might, Better than any hero that's come before me. Better than anyone that'll ever come after me. There will never be anyone like me. I promise. Okay, Izuku. Okay. As they both hug and they start crying into each other's arms. But Izuku, while he's crying, his tears had dried as he looked at, he rose his hand up from behind his mom and looked, and then he clenched his fist, realizing that he needs to get started and he actually needs to do something. So what is Izuku going to do? I know he's like 5 or something years old at this point, and people might think this is unrealistic, but he starts doing okay. But Izuku now puts his entire brain to use as he once was before. So Izuku pretty much doubles down on his hero notes and and his brains, his smarts basically. So yeah, like I said before, Izuku is doubling down on his knowledge of, hero notes and just general studies, just honestly trying to become a lot smarter out in the hero field. And you guys might be asking, wait, why is he doing this? Why is he studying harder? And yes, this is a part of Izuku's training, because Izuku knows that if he can't outpower somebody straight up in confrontation, he's going to have to outsmart them. He really, really is. And I like how you can see on the book it says nerd analysis number 67. So Izuku from a young age starts to double down upon his hero notes information. He starts writing down a whole lot more stuff, gaining a lot more general knowledge about everything. So honestly, you know what? Screw it. Deku's on par with how about, I got it. He's on par with Mei Hatsume levels of intelligence, something like that. Yeah, that seems about right. So Izuku's IQ has gone up just because of how hard he studies and just how much he generally does know. Because in the field, you might need to know your battlefield and know every advantage you can take. And that's what Izuku's taking. He also does some light training as well, like the Saitama push-ups, sit-up squats, and running. It's very light, though, because he's a 5-year-old. He's not meant to do anything too heavy. And while he's doing this, Bakugo and the other goons, like usual, are still trying to bully him and whatnot. But no matter what they do, Deku just keeps getting back up. Okay, in this timeline, of course, Deku and Bakugo are not friends anymore. I don't know why Deku kept following this dude around. I don't know, man. It was weird. But even right after they bullied him, Deku never gave them a certain reaction. He just continued on with his training like they didn't matter. But no matter every time Izuku got bullied, he always had one friend. Okay, let's cut to a time after Izuku was just after getting bullied by Bakugo and his goons. Izuku, you know what? Fuck it. Midoriya, are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Do they hurt you? Not too bad. I gotta get back to my runs. Izuku, no, Midoriya, no. You need to get to the nurse. I don't need the nurse. I'm fine. I promise. Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to continue my workouts. Not why? Huh? Why do you let them do this stuff? You could fight back. I know you're stronger than them now. Because, well, I want to show them that no matter what they do to me, no matter how many times they knock me down, I'm always going to get back up. I'm never going to quit, no matter how hard they try. I know it seems like a lost cause now, but if I fight back, that's just feeding into their nonsense. I don't care what they do. They won't break me. They just won't. Do you need help getting up? As this, person, aka this is the ship for this series. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but I will in a bit. Yeah, thanks for that. As Izuku grabs this person's hand as they help him get back up. Okay. Need to continue upon my workout. I'll see you later. Bye. As Deku just continues to run off and everything. And this goes on for a long time. Izuku continuing his general knowledge until he's actually on the intelligence of Momo. Because Izuku didn't just stop at battle IQ, he's actually genuinely smarter than a lot of other kids. And because of his workout, he's genuinely a lot more toned and buffer. Can you imagine a 7 or 8-year-old with a genuinely toned body? That's crazy. Okay, so that's pretty much how it would go for multiple years on end until the end of high school. Because remember, it's always college AUs. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to introduce the ship as well. All right, so here we go. Deku's actually like very toned and very buff here. Not in this picture. Hold on, let me switch it over. Like, yeah, the picture you see right here. This is like our, modern Deku, like 17, like 18, 17, almost 18. Wait, yeah, Deku's like 17 because his birthday's in July. So he's going to be 18 over like the break and once it's all said and done. But Deku's been working out and been training over like for years, I mind you, years. So he's actually, so crazy enough, as much as it's hard to believe, Deku's actually the strongest in his class. Yes, and I mean stronger than Bakugo too, because Deku's also been training in the art of combat. Like, okay, because of this, nobody wanted to train a quirkless kid on how to fight. That's just obvious that the world is just biased against that. So Izuku instead took up videos and, okay, I know how we saw in the dorm system, Kirishima's room is like a mini dojo and whatnot. That's pretty much how Deku's room is kind of set up, as like a workout area. So that way he can test out like his combat skill and whatnot. So he actually knows a thing or two about fighting. So like, that's the thing. If him and Bakugo were to go at it right now, Deku would actually win due to his sheer like, due to his training and his genuine knowledge of like combat experience. I mean, well, he doesn't have any combat experience, but just IQ in general. He would outsmart Bakugo and actually beat him in a very tactical way. And with also his brute force. All right, continuing on with the situation. This is the end of the high school era, because remember, I make them college AUs. Teacher comes in, says the same shtick. So I have a few recommendation papers here on what you guys might want to do for future career references. No, man. Then he throws them in the air. But why do I even bother? I already know you all want to go to the hero course to be heroes. Yeah! Everyone in the whole class just starts cheering. Yes, it's true, you've all got some impressive quirks, but that can only get you so far into the future. So it may not be a bad idea for you to start looking into your careers now. Also, no quirk usage in class. Remember that. And then here we go with the same Bakugo shtick. Hey, Teach, don't lump me in with these bunch of losers. I'm the real deal, but these guys be looking to end up as sidekicks of some busted D-lister. You think you're better than us, Katsuki? Let's go, I'll take you all on. Bakugo's very cocky and arrogant attitude is actually very fucking crazy here. So with all this being said, it's kind of funny how this shit actually works. But anyway, moving on from all that, as the teacher sees, oh, Bakugo, I see you've registered for UA. Like, what? That means he's gonna try out for nationals? I heard the school is like has a low acceptance rate of possibly fucking 1, and that's why it's the wait, hold on. Only the best of the best can goes to that school, and that's why it's the only school that's worthy of having someone like me. As Bakugo goes on this whole rant about how he's going to be the best hero ever, the coolest one, more famous, all that, blah 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 blah. And his whole career, and my career starts at UA High. Jesus Christ, voice crack. Sorry guys, it's too early in the morning for me to start raising my voice too like crazy. And it all starts at UA High. Like, oh hey, wait, we see we got 2 more entries for UA. Wait, actually, these 2 hey Midoriya, I see you put down 2 entries for UA and Shiketsu. Deku just looked up and nodded his head. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In case like you said, it's best to expand our options. So if UA doesn't take me, I'll be looking to sign up for Shiketsu next. As everyone just looks at Deku and starts laughing. Like, Midoriya, you have to actually have a quirk in order to get in both those damn schools, right? Matter of fact, Shiketsu has a lower acceptance rate than UA. What makes you think you'll be that lucky? Well, number one, Deku just says, for one, they took off that quirkless rule it's the end of high school. Okay, so 4 years ago. Well, they took off that rule about 4 years ago. Wait, no. Because it was the end of middle school, Deku's going into high school, so about 8 years ago. Fuck it. Wait, nope, never mind that. I just fucking sound stupid. Well, actually, they took off that. Yeah, well, actually, they took off that no quirkless rule about 4 years ago when we were freshmen. So actually, I have a chance at getting into UA. As everyone just says, really, you think you have any chance of getting into UA? I have a better chance than you lot. What the fuck did you just say, you damn nerd? As Bakugo comes up and explodes the desk, teacher just says, no quirk usage in class. Shut it, Teach! It's the last damn day. This nerd needs to know his place. Sorry, gotta clear my voice for this one. You think you're better than me, Deku? Deku just said, Izuku just says, what? You heard me, do you think you're better than me? Jesus. As Deku just rolls his eyes like, ugh. Like, what? You think, oh, crap, my bad, guys. That wasn't supposed to be anything. You think you're superior to me anyway just because you sign up for UA? What I do is not, what I do has, Bakugo, understand something. What I do is for my benefit only. I don't do any of this to fucking one-up you. You aren't even in my mind. But I seem to be in your mind living 24. But I seem to be in your mind 24/7, living rent-free, just because of some fucking childhood drama that you just somehow never wanted to get out of your head, huh? What are you saying? I'm saying you're a goddamn childish idiot. That's what I'm saying. Everyone looks shocked at what he's saying. Like, you think you're better than me, damn nerd? Did you not hear what I just said? You are not in my mind 24/7, but somehow I'm in your mind. What I've done for the past, okay, hold on, it's 5 years old, 6, 7, 8-year-old, fuck it. What I've done for the past 10 years has been for my benefit only. You're not in my mind. I'm not doing this to one-up you. I'm not doing this to impress you. I'm doing this to impress the pros out there because I'm trying to show them my skills. I don't care about you in any way possible. As everyone looks on at him like, huh? Ah, so you do think you're so superior. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. It's never gonna... Deku just honestly gets annoyed by this guy. Nothing's ever gonna get through your goddamn head. Fuck it. As Deku doesn't even honestly acknowledge this guy anymore because he's just so done. Like, you know what, you damn nerd? You think you have any chance at getting to UA? I got a better chance than getting in at you. So you do think you're better than me? I have the bet. Deku just said fuck it. I'm gonna play at this guy's game. I have the better hero mentality than you. Huh? What the fuck does that mean? I have the hero heart. I have the hero mentality and hero heart while you don't. Like really? You think you're better than me at that? Am I lying though? Would a hero fucking bully people? Would a hero fucking go around prancing about his strength every day? Would a hero go about putting others down with their quirk just because they think they're the greatest? Would All Might do any of that shit? As Bakugo looks shocked now. No, he would not. And you know and I both know damn well he wouldn't. So, if any of these schools caught of your past wrongdoings, do you think they let you in their schools? Didn't think so. Like, you looking to get, like, Bakugo ignited an explosion in his hand, you looking to get dropped, nerd? Deku just said, no, not really today, as everyone thinks Deku's about to, wuss out. He's about to puss out. But Deku just honestly takes off his school vest and just wearing the shirt, and he takes the tie off and throws it to the side. But I'm looking to drop someone today. I'm not looking to get dropped today, but I'm looking to drop someone today. Like, you think you can beat me in a fight, nerd? Considering all the training I've done, and you've just been sitting around getting lazy, yeah, I think yes, I can beat you. As Bakugo is like madly annoyed by this shit, as a fight's about to break out between these two, and the class is just gonna let it happen. As the teacher just says, "Hey, enough with that shit." And okay, hold on. This is the moment here, guys. I know you guys might not like the route I'm taking this, but keep in mind I've got to take it this route. So the teacher comes up and the teacher comes in between the both of them and breaks it up. And okay, the way that Deku and Bakugo were placed between each other is a bit weird, because when Deku got out of his seat, he came around the desk to face Bakugo head on instead of facing him from behind the desk, because he knows how bad that would be in a fight situation. The whole class, mind you, got out of the way for Deku and Bakugo's eventual confrontation. So here's how it is. Sorry about that, I'm losing my voice right now. I haven't done this in a bit. Deku is facing Bakugo. Deku is looking at the classroom door right now. Bakugo is looking at Deku, who is facing the windows of the classroom. You guys know where I'm about to go with this, right? You guys know where I'm going to take this. It's pretty obvious what's about to happen. But for those that don't know what's about to happen, oh, buckle up. Keep in mind, this is the only way. Only way I could think of giving him the system. I couldn't think of anything better. So the teacher's in between the both of them. So he's in between Bakugo and Deku. Keep in mind, so Bakugo's back is facing the classroom door. Deku's back is facing the windows. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know exactly why I'm about to pull this crap right here, but might as well. Bakugo, teacher's in the middle holding his arms out, basically pushing them both back farther. Like, all right, break it up. Well, not Bakugo. He's put more like Deku didn't. He was keeping Deku at arm's length, while Bakugo while the palm of his hand was on Bakugo's chest, trying to back him up. Deku was the one who actually did back up, so he's closer to the windows. Oh boy. Bakugo just said, "No, to hell with this damn nerd, Teach. This nerd needs to know his goddamn place. Always thinking he's better than everyone. Always thinking that he can do something. Why don't you just learn where your place is?" And Deku just said, "And where's that?" Okay, I need to think of it. Okay, fuck, I need to think of something. I got it. Bakugo's in full rage mode right now, so he's not going to be able to think of what he's doing. A bloody corpse on the fucking pavement in the back as a background character because they... Oh my god. I'm not used to yelling. A bloody corpse on the pavement or the ground as a background character who's nothing but cannon fodder for the real heroes. As Bakugo rose his hand and exploded, he put a bit too much force into that explosion, taking Deku off the ground and sending him back. I'm not flying back, but making his feet come off the air and making Deku like fall back. While he was trying to catch his footing. While and you guys already know where this is gonna head. Izuku, watch out! Huh? As Deku looks back, as the teacher and Bakugo, as everyone looks on in horror, what's about to happen? As Deku's ship, the one who's been having a crush on him, runs forward to try to grab him. As Deku somehow, conveniently, the fucking classroom window was open. And you guys can't lie, in Japan, in some animes, you can open the classroom windows. So, yeah, classroom window was open, and Deku just, because of the wrong footing, he couldn't get his footing right. So when Bakugo blew him back, he was he was leaning out of the window. As everyone looked on in horror, even Bakugo looked like, oh shit. The teacher tried to run forward to try to catch him as well, but Deku tried to align himself right so he could at least try to grab the frame. But it was too late. His arms were already out the window frame, and he couldn't lean himself, and he couldn't lean back in to get better footing. So on a very, very, very bad note, Bakugo accidentally shot Deku out of the window, and you know what's about to happen here. So the take a swan dive over the building thing didn't happen, but it did happen in a kind of different way. Until Deku thought he could save himself by clenching his ankle or his foot on the window frame, so he could try to keep himself upright like that. So that's what he did. That's what he tried to do. He tried to anchor his ankles, the soles of his feet, on the window frame, so they could probably grab him by his legs. But as he did that, his shoes came off. His red shoes had slipped off. Fuck. As Deku now started falling out of the sky, knowing what was about to happen, and his back and the back of it, and he was plummeting head first to the ground. Shit. And okay, we don't know exactly where Deku's class is compared to this, but I'm gonna say it was about two stairs from the rooftop, so it would have still been fatal either way. As Deku plummeted head first to the ground, Deku can't believe what's going on, because Deku's trying to gather information in his mind he can to save himself. What can he do at this point? Because anything higher than probably 6 feet of your own height is death. It's straight death. Deku's from a very high building. He's almost on the rooftop. So this is really bad. And he's heading towards straight concrete. Maybe he could align himself to probably land on his feet. But that'll definitely guarantee his legs getting just yes, it might, but still, he might still just splat on the ground. As Deku tried to maneuver in the air, he realized that he couldn't. It's I'm making up some bullshit right now, y'all, so just roll with it. Air friction. air friction, air resistance. Deku can't really realign himself because it's not like in parachuting, it's not really smooth air you're going up against, so you can really move yourself like that. Deku's moving too fast for him to be able to align himself right. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my voice right now. Damn, I gotta practice a lot more often. So with this being said, Deku ended up, all you heard was a large, which is a crack and just splatterage. Splatterage, is that even a fucking word? Splatterage. I'm sounding dumb. Alright, splat, crack, and crush. As Deku's ship looks out the window, as she just screams. I'm not doing a girl scream right now. I'm not doing that. I would have tried to do it, but I would have attempted it, but I was like, nope, my vocal cords cannot handle that level of shredding. As everyone like opens their windows now and starts looking at what happened, even other classes, as they see just a bloodied corpse on the ground. And to Deku, pretty much Deku's like head is pretty badly cracked open. You can, oh god, I don't even want to describe the scene, but I got to. Deku's head is massively cracked open. One of his eyes are just completely bloodshot, and the other is like has a dilated pupil. Like his pupils are different sizes. His head is all messed up, cracked open. Like blood is pooling out of his head, pooling, bro. His head crack is really, really bad. Jesus Christ. And Deku's losing motor functions quickly. Like Deku is like trying to assess what's going on as he realized he can't even move his legs as they feel numb, and now they're going cold, and it's starting to creep up his upper body quickly. Like Deku tried to like sign with his hands, but as he tried to lift his hand, he realized that it just fell right back to the ground as he lost motor functions in his hands, and it's slowly creeping up to his body like quickly. Like the adrenaline like isn't even helping him. Like the head trauma is just too much. He can't even move. Like, crazy enough, the ship, oh my god, Deku's, like, ship is, just came out running out, and, like, it just has finally gone up to him, as, she's screaming for someone to, like, call for help, as now everything is starting to go, like, starting to sound muffled to Deku, starting to go silent. As he looks at as Deku looks to his, like, to his ship, he says the name, insert name right there. I'm sorry. I really wanted to show you I could be a hero. I didn't even get to tell you. I really wanted to. As Deku he wanted to say something, but he couldn't even get the strength in his mouth. He couldn't even get the strength to work his vocal cords anymore. As shit, looks like he really is about to die here. All I wanted was a chance to show I could be a hero. Fuck. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Insert, ship name here. I tried. I really, really tried. As, like, until Deku heard a ding, like, a ding was heard. Almost like if you hit a bell or something. Almost like a notification of whatnot, and you have fulfilled the requirements to become a player. Player? As Deku's eyes are closed. By the way, this is all in his mind. All Deku sees around is darkness, until like a blue screen lit in front of his face. You have fulfilled the requirements to become a player. Player? Will you choose to become a player? If yes, you will continue. Your life will continue on as a player. If no, you will die right here and now. Well, Deku didn't want to die, so Deku just said, "I accept. Yes, I'll become a player." Like, option selected. Welcome, Izuku Midoriya. As a great flash of white had happened, and all of a sudden, Deku had woken up. What the? Hold on a sec, y'all. Yeah, so Deku woke up in the hospital. Oh, what? Huh? As he woke up with bandages on his head, and like some, and cast around his legs or whatnot. You know what? Fuck it. Nah, Sun Jin Woo didn't wake up with any lasting crap, so why should Deku? Deku woke up in like a blue hospital outfit. Yeah. What happened? As it was early in the morning too. Thankfully, Deku woke up perfectly. As he looked around and he saw that his mom was there. Mom? Like, wait, you know what? No. You know what? No, not his mom. But it was the ship. And, insert name. What's she doing here? What happened? As Deku tried to get up, but he realized that he immediately fell back down and he couldn't get back up. Like, what the? As he realized, like, as he lifted his arms up, he saw that he was fully healed. Like, his head crack was fine. Was any of that real? Until a blue screen popped in front of his face. As Deku gets a notification on, all of a sudden, the same blue screen he saw before pops up right in front of his face. Like, welcome, Izuku Midoriya. Wait, welcome, new player, Izuku Midoriya. Huh? It's this screen again. I thought that was an illusion. As in the screen finally pops up in front of his face that introduces like what the system. That pretty much introduces like what the system is. Like, well, yeah, the system pretty much introduces itself to Izuku Midoriya, what it is and how it works. So Deku's going to be able to increase his stats and all that shit. But Izuku has to get to work. And notification that if Izuku doesn't complete the quest, he will get a punishment. And these will be harsh punishments. So, here we go. Yep, as you guys can see now, okay, now the system is giving him it's giving him an assignment. Assignment number 1: become strong. All right, here we go. Daily quest: strength training has arrived. So Izuku has got to push-ups, sit-up, squats, and this run. Failure to complete the daily quest will result in an appropriate penalty. And Izuku can see his stats right here. I don't know what IP is. God dang. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what IP is. I really, really don't. Okay, hold on. So Izuku can see his stats right here. And all of that which is 0. Man, is that mana? Okay. Strength, intelligence, agility, vitality, perception, and I think that's mana right there. You guys are going to have to tell me what that mana is right there, and IP. I don't know what the fuck that IP means. I'm going to just look it up. I'm going to just look it up at a different story. So Izuku can see all this here, and he can see how this would benefit him greatly. Okay, well, number 1, he has to get started because he has... Oh, shit, he has like 24 hours to complete this whole thing. He has like a few hours at most to complete this. As Izuku would now finally get up out of his bed, he would hear the door open as 2 people would walk in. As finally it would be his mom and the doctor. I don't like. Are you sure, doctor? Because I'm not sure. And then his mom would just gasp audibly, Izuku? Like, Mom? Izuku! And immediately she runs to him and hugs him. Like, oh, my baby, you're okay. Like, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? Like, you don't remember? As Deku would go into the back of his mind, he would remember. He would remember everything that happened. Like, oh shit. The teacher told us it was an accident. You were hanging on the window, and then all of a sudden you slipped out. As Deku would say, like in his mind, that's not what happened. He knows exactly what happened. And then Deku in his mind would know. They covered it up, didn't they? Of course they fucking did. Like, I'm so glad you're okay, Izuku. Like, as the doctor just said, well, Mr. Midoriya, you made a full recovery, and in record time too. Like, wait, how long was I out for? 3 days. 3 days? Yes, quite remarkable. You completely recovered with no permanent damage in just 3 days. And one would think with as much head trauma that you suffered, you would be permanently crippled or disabled in some way. But nope, you're perfectly fine. Huh? That's strange. How the heck did that happen? As finally the Deku's ship would actually wake up. Like, what? Like, as finally, Izuku, as finally Deku would look at the ship and call out. Like, but before he can actually get to the name, the ship would run over it, just run up, and you know what? Fuck it. Automatically just kiss him right then and there in front of his mom and the doctor. Oh boy. Like, Izuku, you're okay! Thank God! Like, I was so worried! As, fuck it, I can reveal the name. As Deku would just say, Uzaki? Like, what are you? I was worried, you idiots! I was, as she just hugs on him, like, it kisses his cheek. Don't scare me like that again! Uzaki? What? My mom is here. As she looks over, gets red in the face, and as she finally backs up, as Inko just laughs, and the doctor just smiles, shaking his head. Sorry, Mr. Midori. As I said before, you made a full recovery. You should be all right. Like, yes. Am I going to be dismissed soon? Well, yes, but yes, but we're still going to monitor you over the week just to make sure, because, well, recovering from a height like that and a brain injury, we don't want to send you home and something else bad happens that leads you being back here. Like, of course, as Inko was thankful that he's all right, and she says that Hana came in. Hana was the one that stayed with them all the way to the hospital. Like, oh man. She just would not leave his side unless they fucking had to force her to leave. And it was bad, bro. Like, she literally would not leave his side for a second. But hey, she's here now and he's fine. As it's crazy. Oh, you guys want to know something? Deku is like 6 feet tall and Hana is like 6 foot 2. Now, yeah, she's 6'2", so she's taller than Deku, which is actually pretty crazy, and that's because of her quirk. I'll tell you guys her quirk by the end of this, so you guys won't have to worry. You know what? Nah, screw it. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If you guys know this character, it's from Dragon Ball Z, and I don't really feel like going into a wiki. So, you guys, for those that know this character, good for you. If you don't know this character, then just look up this character and look up their abilities. She has these abilities. Boop. Majin Android 21. Yep. Her quirk, Hana's quirk is, Uzaki's quirk is called Majin, which is insignia for devil or demon in Dragon Ball Z world. I don't really care. So yeah, her quirk is called Majin. Look up Majin, M-A-J-I-N, Android 21, and you guys will find her powers and stuff, and she has those powers. So there you guys go. So going back to it. So anyway, while we're back on the subject, the doctor does end up leaving and like asking Izuku, is he hungry? Deku just says yes. And thankfully Inko brought him did bring him a bento box, because she had a feeling he would be awake today. And Uzaki said, I'll take that, huh? As Inko and the doctors, as Uzaki, hold on, I got the perfect thing for this. She literally grabbed the chopsticks and picked up the piece of food and held it up to Izuku. Hana? You know what? Screw it. They're on actual name basis. They're on first name basis because they've known each other for like years at this point, almost 2 decades. So why the heck not? Well, yeah. You know what? Yeah, they've known each other for almost 2 decades. So why the heck not? Like, you're still recovering. Like, come on, Izuku, you're still recovering. You need all your strength, and I'm going to be the one to help you. As you know, the doctor had already left. Inko just, young love. Like, oh, my baby boy is growing up. Young love. Mom! Like, don't deny it, Izuku. It's pretty clear that we like each other. Hana, like, why deny it? Like, come on, open wide. Deku reluctantly opens his mouth and he eats the food that his mom made while Hana is feeding him. Inko is just watching this, like, as a precious scene. So now Inko knows her son really won't be alone. As Deku finished the bento box, and not gonna lie, that was fucking delicious. You got any more? Yep, Inko brought 3 bento boxes just in case. As yeah, Izuku was eating like he was starving, and for his own credit, he pretty much was, because when you're in a comatose state, you can't really eat that much. Can't really digest food normally. I don't think. Well, at least I don't think you can. But anyway, moving on with that. All right. So moving on from that stuff. Inko, still had to wait. Uzaki still asked the question: Izuku, do you still want to be a hero? Deku remembered what happened and everything as Inko did come up, as she waited for Izuku's answer too. Deku's answer never changed. Yes, I still want to be a hero, but where I want to go has changed. As Deku saw his last time he wanted to go to UA, but now it's changed. Hana, Mom, I'm going to try out for Shiketsu. As they know why. Well, Hana knows exactly why, and Inko can tell it's because of Katsuki, isn't it? As they look at her shocked. Izuku, please, I'm not an idiot. I could tell something was wrong up from a mile away. I knew what happened. When they say you were sitting on the windowsill and slipped out, I know you're a much smarter boy than to do something like that. You've proven time and time again you've always exceeded my expectations. So how could one day you just slip up, acting like the average teenager and just sitting on the window frame and falling out? That's not you. Something had to have happened. So Izuku, please tell me what happened. As Izuku gave a heavy sigh, and he told his mom everything. From the absolute beginning of when Bakugo started bullying him, Hana was the only one who ever gave him support, until the actual incident on what happened at school. Izuku, why have you never... Because I didn't want to mess up your relationship between Auntie Mitsuki and Uncle Masaru. I know those two... I know Auntie Mitsuki means a lot to you. Uncle Masaru and Auntie Mitsuki means a lot to me as well. And I don't want to lose them just because of Katsuki's pulling some stupid crap like that. Izuku, no matter what happens between you two, they still care about you, regardless. What happened between you and Katsuki is between you two. Yes, our families may have trouble because of it, but don't think we think of any less of you because of that incident. Okay? Okay, Mom. So, are your plans still the same? You still want to be a hero? Yes. And now I have amazing means as of to do it. So where are you going to start? Well, number one, as Deku, the system pulls back up in front of Deku again. I have to restart my training from the ground up again. I have to intensify it as much as I possibly can. As Deku clenches his fist, we're going back to the most basic of workouts. Let's get started. And right there, guys, is where I'm actually going to end it. I know you guys would love to see a training montage of Deku, where's he going to go and all that. But like I said before, this is just the beginning. He's going to Shiketsu in this AU. So this one is going to be a massively different timeline than what you guys are used to. And yes, his ship is Hana Uzaki. He'll meet the rest of her family like pretty soon, because all Izuku has is just his mom here. But you guys will know. You guys will know like much later times. So don't worry about this. But if you guys want to see more, leave 5 likes on this video. Make sure we get the subscriber count back up. Let's go, y'all. We're back. And with that being said, y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.
She likes it when I hit, when I tap. Wait, what? Ay, Shawty's the same. Not without me, she ain't function. Running out the game, I don't got no time for love. Shawty, stick to your lane. I don't wanna hear you bugging.